Welcome to the webinar on why you should apply to the Society for Research and Child Development's U.S. State Policy Fellowship Program. My name is Jennifer Brooks, and I am the State Policy Fellowship Supervisor for SRCD. I'm excited to share with you an overview of the fellowship today. The three overarching goals of the State Fellowship Program are to 1. Provide fellows with firsthand experience in state policymaking, program implementation, and evaluation. 2. Provide state executive branch agencies greater access to research expertise on a diverse range of child development topics to enhance evidence-based policy development, implementation, and evaluation. And 3. Build a network of experts that bridge developmental science, state policy making, and practice. If these goals sound exciting to you, the fellowship would be a great fit. As a fellow, you will have access to many learning opportunities and experiences. Through the fellowship, you will better understand the linkages between research and state policy. And through interacting with SRCD's federal policy fellows, you will also recognize the connections between federal and state policy. You will learn how to communicate more effectively with policymakers and practitioners. You'll further expand your career opportunities as well as your network. You'll learn how to formulate more informed and useful questions for policy-related research. In your placement agency, you will use research to inform programs and policies that serve diverse populations. Finally, you'll strengthen your skills through professional development opportunities provided by SRCD or that you identify on your own. So what exactly is the structure of this state fellowship? The fellows will work in a state agency that focuses on children's learning and well-being. The agency's work should touch children from birth to age 8. Areas of focus might include, but aren't limited to, education, childcare, income security, early childhood mental health, family engagement, and child abuse prevention. The fellows will work full-time, approximately 40 hours a week, and will receive a competitive monthly stipend and allowance for health insurance. During the fellowship placement, fellows will be supported by SRCD staff, as well as by a state placement supervisor at the agency. This person will be identified by the fellow in their application materials. For more information on the structure and components of the fellowship, please visit our website. Next, we'll talk about the placement opportunities and professional development benefits of this fellowship experience. A placement may be in any state that is willing to commit to supervising you, where you can be on site for an immersive experience and be at the type of agency just described in the previous slide. Recent placements have included Colorado, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, North Carolina, and the District of Columbia. We welcome applications from any state. Please see the slide for examples of specific placement agencies that fellows have been placed in. Our fellows have engaged in a wide variety of meaningful activities at their placements, and we can't possibly share them all. But we wanted to give you some examples. In their placement responsibilities, our fellows have collaborated with agency leaders and team members on a variety of projects. For example, fellows have developed state needs assessments and strategic plans. They've developed portions of state improvement plans, such as action steps to increase access to effective infant-toddler programs. They've supported work on a developmental assessment tool, conducted quantitative and qualitative data analysis that were used in reports to legislatures, in policymaking decisions, or for improving program implementation. One fellow created a data system to improve the agency's ability to utilize classroom quality observational data, and other fellows have expanded state capacity to link data systems. Fellows have also written federal grants to support their state's early education programs and services. They've been included in interagency and governors' task forces, and they've run focus groups and community meetings with early childhood stakeholders, such as service providers, educators, advocacy organizations, program directors, and parents. If you're interested in seeing additional examples, please visit the SRCD website for abstracts from the former fellows' portfolios. In addition, this fellowship provides professional development supports during the placement. SRCD provides child and family policy career development trainings throughout the year, as well as funding for each fellow to pursue professional development opportunities of their own choosing. For more details on this funding, please visit the SRCD website. Fellows will also have the opportunity to create a professional development plan with mentoring from SRCD staff and their placement supervisor. In addition to the many benefits we just discussed, one of the greatest benefits of the fellowship is that you get to join an extensive network of more than 200 federal and state fellowship alumni. Alumni tell us their fellowship experience was transformative and had a lasting influence on their careers. Fellows take on many different career paths after concluding their fellowship, including in government, nonprofits, academia, and research institutes. Are you interested in applying to the fellowship program? There are a few eligibility requirements. Applicants must be a member of SRCD. By the start of the fellowship year they're applying for, applicants must hold a doctorate level degree relevant to child development, such as a PhD, EdD, or MD. Lastly is the citizenship eligibility requirement, which will vary by state. Fellows work as independent contractors during the fellowship at their state placement. State governments may vary in their citizenship requirements for contract employment. For instance, individuals who are U.S. citizens or DACA recipients are typically eligible. But applicants must confirm with the potential placement that they meet the state's eligibility requirements prior to submitting the application. Please visit the SRCD website for full details on how to apply for the fellowship and for submission deadlines. You can also watch the webinar Tips and Tricks for Applying to this SRCD U.S. State Policy Fellowships. Thank you for watching this webinar. We hope to see your application this year or in the future. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact our office via email at policyfellowships@srcd.org.